Good evening. Welcome to Saul Merowitz Jewish Community's reimagined Gala in the Cloud. I'm Jeremy Lieb, and it's my honor to be your MC for this very special evening. I'll be here to help keep things moving along, and I promise tonight we're going to have some fun along the way too. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm the proud dad of this little Merowitz kindergartner right over here, Miss Gracie Jane. How you doing, sweetheart?
Good.
It's pretty late, don't you think? Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Now, my wife, Wendy, and I could not be happier that we chose Merowitz for Gracie. It's one of the best decisions that we've ever made as parents. And well, if you don't already understand how awesome this school is and how lucky we are to have a school of this caliber in our Jewish community, well, just keep watching your screen. We'll try our best to show you tonight. Now, this whole virtual gala thing is pretty new, for all of us, in fact. But don't sweat it, because I'm here with you tonight. I'll explain just how things are going to roll. For about the next 40 minutes or so, I know, right? 40-minute gala, that's a first. We'll all be together, even though technically we're apart, celebrating this incredible school that we all love so much. Now, first things first, let me give you a quick tour of your screen so you know just how to find things that you might need throughout the evening. What you're watching me on right now is a live streaming video. That means if you hit pause, there's most likely going to be a delay when you press play again. Now, you see that green button that says Donate Now? This button is your friend. At some point this evening, I hope you'll feel inspired to press that button, and when you do, you'll be able to easily make a 100% tax-deductible gift to support Merowitz. Now, when you press this button, a small pop-up form is going to appear, and you can complete that transaction quickly and easily without missing a single moment of the action. Now, many of you purchased tributes to honor the teachers, our chairs, your grandchildren, and other loved ones. We want to thank you so much for doing just that, because every $50 tribute goes directly to support our school. And I'm sure that you're going to want to take a look at all of these tributes later on, so after the gala is over, you can view all of them on the PDF located right here on the site. And now, I want to not only acknowledge but extend a very deep and heartfelt Todah Rabbah to our diamond level sponsors, the Chad Family Foundation, Ellen and Jack Deutsch, Dr. Barbara Green, Barbara Merowitz, and all of the generous individual and corporate sponsors of tonight's Gala in the Cloud. Special recognition goes to our friends who supported us at the diamond level. Now, 44 of you stepped up and in the midst of economic uncertainty, maintained your commitment to our community's only pluralistic Jewish community day school. Thank you so much for your unwavering generosity and vision. We're all incredibly grateful. So, what's the plan for tonight? You might recognize some of the elements of tonight's gala. Other parts are going to be new or presented with a twist. As always, we'll bring you videos that remind you of just how special and unique our school really is. Tonight, together, we'll recognize our unbelievably talented faculty and staff and also honor those celebrating milestones of 5, 10, 15, and 20 years. We'll hear from our fearless head of school and from our board president, and our hearts will be warmed as we listen to the personal stories of one of our middle school students and from a current parent. You'll have the opportunity to fund the need and turn your feelings of inspiration into action. And finally, we'll hear some shout outs from Merowitz's 2 newest fans. So sit back, relax, pour yourself a quarantini, and hey, although you're there and I'm here, we are together tonight as a community, and that's the way it should be. L'chaim.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Marilyn.
Hey, hi, Carly. What's with the umbrella?
Well, I heard that this year we're having our gala in the cloud, and I like to be prepared just like Merowitz students always are.
Well, actually, Carly, that's not the kind of cloud we're in tonight. The Merowitz cloud is the kind that allows people to experience the magic of Merowitz without leaving their homes. Just imagine all of the people who love Merowitz sitting on their sofas in whatever city they call home. We hope they will feel the urge to sprinkle us with love and support, but don't worry, you won't need an umbrella for that kind of shower. Thanks so much to everyone who has joined us tonight. Carly and I are thrilled to be co-chairs for tonight's Gala in the Cloud.
So here we are coming to you from our living rooms, feeling quite comfortable actually, and excited to help celebrate our St. Louis Jewish Community Day School, Merowitz. I'm sure, like many of you, there's a lot on your mind these days causing distress and angst. Although I can't see you, I feel your heads probably nodding in agreement. We are all feeling this, and it's hard. But you know what feels good? Knowing that we are all in this together. The community that Mirowitz intentionally set up long before COVID-19 is and always has been built around love, warmth, kindness, and a shared responsibility for one another. What's more is that our children are feeling this intentionality too. At a time when feeling safe and loved is essential for our children, we can be at peace knowing that Mirowitz students are getting what they need, not just academically, but emotionally and spiritually too. As a mother of 2 students here, and as a licensed psychotherapist, I can tell you that this is invaluable, and we are all so very grateful.
Tonight's Gala in the Cloud will focus on what it means to be part of the Mirowitz community, and will toast everyone who helps to make that community spectacular, like the faculty and staff, our head of school, board president, the students, parents, and of course, you. Carly and I want to express our gratitude for the partners we had in making tonight possible. Our amazing Gala committee worked hard to conceptualize and then reconceptualize tonight's event. And to our original Gala honorees, Randy and Dr. Myron Jacobs, and Dr. Barbara Green. We look forward to honoring you in person at our 2021 Gala in a way that matches your love and devotion to our school.
We hope tonight's Gala delivers, bringing you warmth, laughter, joy, and a reminder of what great things we can all accomplish together for each other and for the next generation of Jewish leaders.
They are definitely the treasures at the end of the rainbow.
Carly and Marilyn, you are spot on about how the warmth and love of Mirowitz really makes our community a truly special one. And this gala in the cloud tonight is a very perfect example of that. I mean, we've got friends and family from all over the country tuning in to be part of tonight's celebration. I mean, even my Uncle Moish is joining us all the way from New York. Would you, I know it's a little awkward, but would it be okay if he just says a few words? Uncle Moish, take it away.
Hello, it's me, Moish Basil. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed and quelling over this mighty Jewish day school, Mirowitz. Or is it Marowitz? Could be Marovitz. I'm going with Mirowitz. Ah, yes, your work you're doing there, raising a generation of smart, confident, kind Jewish leaders, makes this Mazel very proud. And Mazel, on tonight's gala, raise lots of money. You're Meshuggah if you don't support them. Much love and super strength to you all from Moish Mazel.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I mean, Uncle Moish. I think we're all pretty glad that you dropped by to say hi, and hey, I couldn't agree more with what you had to say. So thanks, man. And now, as she concludes her 3rd year of her 2-year term as Mirowitz's board president, it's a pleasure to welcome the very devoted, generous, and visionary Dr. Barbara Green.
Good evening, friends. I'm Barbara Green, board chair of the Mirowitz School. As a doctor who's been doing telemedicine for the last few weeks, there are a lot of questions I've been asking. Questions I ask myself, but of my patients. How are you doing? How can I help you? Our Mirowitz faculty has been doing very much the same thing, and nobody could be more familiar with the challenges of that than the faculty of Mirowitz. Just 9 weeks ago, they did a crash course in a new way of learning and a new way of teaching. They left their classrooms in a hurry, gathering up all that they could to try and establish a new way of communicating with all our Mirowitz students from a new classroom, their homes, on their computers. It was just one day after that initial gathering up, March 17th, that they had to launch. And so they strapped on their capes as superheroes do, and they saved the day. They saved it with their tenacity, with their determination to bring the same marvelous teaching modality that they bring every day to our Mirowitz classrooms. They brought the same skill, the same intentions, and the same love. But friends, these are Mirowitz teachers we're talking about. No surprise. They didn't just deliver on academics. They know that children need more than the academic content. They need to feel that connection. They need to feel the love of the teacher. And they very much needed a sense of normalcy, which our teachers provided. So, through personal videos, through FaceTime interactions, and even writing letters, a throwback to my time, they channeled their love to each and every Mirowitz student. In a moment, you're going to hear from one of those students, my friend Eliana, who will bring you that 5th grade perspective. I am personally filled with tremendous pride. The strength, the creativity, and the resilience that we have seen from the rollout of Mirowitz in the Cloud and tonight's Gala in the Cloud is really a beacon of hope for our Mirowitz community, for all of you, but also for our community at large here in St. Louis and our wonderful Jewish community. So we got this. On behalf of the Board of Directors and our entire Mirowitz community, I want to thank many people. I want to express my deepest thanks to our partner, the Federation, the Jewish Federation of St. Louis, and its new chair, Brian Herstig, for their wonderful and dedicated to support of the Mirowitz School. I also want to express my deepest thanks to our head superhero, Cheryl Mayan, her wonderful administrative team who have coordinated so many things for us, and to this faculty about which I've been expressing so much love and admiration. Providing this highest quality of both secular and Jewish education, empowering our students to become not only learners, but leaders, and to apply Jewish perspectives to all aspects of life. This is what we're about at Mirowitz, and we've continued that mission. And so tonight, thank you to all of you who are here for this wonderful gala. I know you share that pride with me, and without your moral and financial support, there would be little for us to celebrate. So, Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad, wishing everyone here tonight good health, peace, continued strength as we move forward into our great future together. Thank you.
These are unusual times, that's for sure. I mean, look at my school. There's a dog in my classroom.
I'll be honest, I miss my friends.
I'd like to be with them right now, but at least I'm with my brother. No matter the setting, I love school. Let me show you around Mirowitz in the Cloud, and you'll see why.
Here we are in math class, where kids are learning to find the surface area of a cylinder.
We want the radius for an area of a circle.
And to regrow.
2 plus 9 equals? 11.
And here's science. 6th graders are studying volcanoes.
Again, a caldera is a collapsed crater.
1st graders are harnessing wind power. We're just in time for a 5th grade astronomy presentation.
This is why you should start with the beautiful, massive, and diverse comet.
We start each day with tefillah, sometimes from our tent forts, while younger kids participate in their morning meeting.
Good morning, friends.
Middle schoolers log on for a day of classes.
To describe the conditions of the Trail of Tears, what was that like?
4th graders still lobby our representatives, even if they're not in Jefferson City.
House Bill 2345, which makes it so that public schools and charter schools have to teach about the Holocaust and genocide.
3rd graders still read Torah, even if they don't have a Torah.
Come outside with me.
Kids are still planting pollinators, composting,
coffee grounds, we're gonna drop all that.
creating works of art, playing in the woods. Wait, the teachers don't let us climb trees.
I think the parents are a little more lenient than the teachers.
It's holiday season. We practice the 4 questions for our Zoom Seders. We celebrate Israel. And we mourn for her fallen soldiers. Our teachers, they still want the same things for us as they did when we were together. They want us to develop leadership skills. Yeah, that's Abra, leading a Hebrew lesson. Oh, and here's Miriam teaching cooking class.
Let me show you guys how to cut an apple.
They want us to read a lot.
To them,
The reader said banana.
and to ourselves, in 2 languages.
Bina omeret.
Those teachers, gotta hand it to them. They have learned a lot too. They've learned how to screen share, to use breakout rooms, to create and upload videos. They've given group lessons and one-on-one lessons.
There you go, you got it.
Virtual high fives and virtual hugs. They've even made calls on the banana hotline.
Hey Leo, what's happening?
They are working around the clock, and we can tell.
Our parents, they've learned a thing or 2 as well.
Merowitz teachers are capable,
so compassionate,
smart,
resilient.
They should be paid $1 million.
And then there are the things we've learned that can't be measured on a standardized test.
We've learned that collaboration does not mean we have to be in the same room. We've learned how to deal with disappointment, especially the 8th graders. We've learned that social distancing doesn't have to make us socially distant. I mean, humans need other humans, right? We've learned the true meaning of community, and that ours was meant to bring us together, even when we're apart.
This time has also made me realize how lucky I've been to grow up at a place like Merowitz,
where our teachers really love us, where learning takes us on great adventures, and where we put our arms around each other at Kabbalat Shabbat to end each week. I'll never take that for granted again.
Yes, these are unusual times, but my friends and I, we've got Merowitz, and that makes all the difference.
I know what you're thinking. I wish I could do childhood all over again and attend Merowitz, even in the cloud. On behalf of the entire Merowitz community, I want to say to our teachers, thank you. Thank you for turning your world upside down and creating Merowitz in the cloud. You heard on a Sunday night that we would be going remote, and on Tuesday morning, you served up an entirely new educational modality. You learned things you never knew you wanted to learn because you are so genuinely dedicated to Merowitz students. What other profession throws all their energy into solving a problem in a day, full force? Merowitz teachers are extraordinary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tonight, I want to specifically highlight 5 individuals who are celebrating milestone anniversaries at Merowitz. Gary Lerner was once upon a time a Merowitz dad, then our very part-time athletic director, and then finally joined us as a talented, creative social studies teacher. Coach Gary to our students, he is so much more than a coach. Thank you, Gary, for 5 incredible years. Also celebrating 5 years, Gabby Tallman. Gabby joined our team soon after she moved to St. Louis about 5 years ago as a dedicated classroom teacher. She quickly rose in the ranks because she was so respected and beloved, and now she's taken on the leadership role of Director of Instruction and Support Services.
Gabby oversees our entire general studies program and all of our support services, ensuring that we deliver a top-tier education to our families. Thank you, Gabby, for 5 incredible years. Celebrating 10 years, Mrs. Burak, our phenomenal art teacher and a Merowitz treasure. Walk down our hallways and you will see Suzanne's magic. The artwork of every child is displayed, and every work of art is exceptional. Mrs. Burak's artistry is that she knows just how to nourish the little artist waiting inside of every child. Thank you, Suzanne, for decorating our lives for 10 incredible years. Becky Lerner is celebrating 15 years with Merowitz. Becky is our Hebrew and Israel education coordinator. Becky's quiet but clever wit and her commitment to learning keep us all on our toes. Becky, even though you've been partnering with the school for 15 years, you never stop. Thank you for re-envisioning our Hebrew program and pushing us forward, leading us on this derech. Mazal tov. Rick Schmidt is celebrating 20 years. Rick is our middle school coordinator and science teacher. How lucky our students are to have such a beloved, smart, creative, and talented leader. It is not unusual for our alumni to testify that they choose a profession in science because they were inspired by Mr. Schmidt. He makes everything from earthworms to the periodic table very exciting. On behalf of hundreds of young scientists, we thank you, Rick, for your first 20 years at Merowitz. Mazal tov. Thank you to these devoted teachers and all of their colleagues for making Merowitz a school of excellence.
Oh, hello again. How's that glass of wine coming along? Need a refill on your quarantini? Thank you. Appreciate it, Wendy. Oh, and honey, could you also hand me my, thanks. Totally gets me. Gotta be honest. Right now, I'm gonna need this, and so are you. Because right now, we're entering the audience participation portion of the evening. Are you ready? Over the next 10 minutes, you're gonna have the opportunity to fill your hearts, and then, when you're inspired, help us go ahead and fund the need. This year's Fund the Need is focused on 3 areas that will provide immediate relief for the impact that COVID has unfortunately taken. Number 1, tuition relief for families affected by layoffs, furloughs, and medical bills. Number 2, professional development. So this way, Merowitz teachers can deliver online learning with the latest knowledge and best practices. And number 3, technology upgrades. So both students and teachers can actually have the tools necessary to reach their fullest potential as we remain in the cloud. More details ahead, but before that, let's enjoy another quick video showcasing our very own Merowitz families. Starting, let's say now, when you feel inspired to make your gift, simply click that donate button that we discussed earlier. And when you do, you'll see your impact in real time right here on the progress bar. Want to go ahead and double your impact? Yeah, we want that too. The Steinberg Family Foundation has generously offered to match any brand new Fund the Need gift and any increased gift over last year up to $18,000. This is absolutely huge. So thank you so much to the Steinberg family for your generosity and vision. Fund the Need giving levels begin at $5,000, and I'd like to thank Barbara Merowitz, Sue Fishlowitz and David Roberts, and Dr. Arlene and Rabbi Jeffrey Stiffman for starting us off strong with your pre-bids at this very generous level. So who out there in Cloudland would like to help join them at that $5,000 level? While you're giving that some thought, check out this video. The Merowitz School song that you're about to hear was actually written by Merowitz Middle School students.
Ready to do this, Mom? I was born ready. All right, then let's get started.
Trust your friends and teachers. We are not alone. Be a better That's our attitude. This is our Gala. It's our community. Here I can be myself. Be who I wanna be. At Mirowitz I go. At Mirowitz I see. But you can be yourself. That we're a family. Na 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 na. We're a family. Na 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 na. Be who you wanna be. Na 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 na. We're a family. Na 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 na. Be who we wanna be. We all love you. Learning from each other. All our fellow students are our sisters and our brothers. Keep our mercy calm, the joy in all we do. Learning so much fun with all our friends and teachers too. This is our Gala, it's our community. Here I can be myself, be who I wanna be. At Mirowitz I go, at Mirowitz I see. That you can be yourself, that we're a family. Na 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 na. We're a family. Na 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 na. Be who we wanna be. We love being here at Mirowitz. We love being here at Mirowitz. Candy Lot is here at Mirowitz. Candy Lot is here at Mirowitz. I am welcome here at Mirowitz. I am welcome here at Mirowitz. You are welcome here at Mirowitz. You are welcome here at Mirowitz. This is our Gala. It's our community. Here I can be myself. Be who I wanna be. At Mirowitz I go. At Mirowitz I see. That you can be yourself. That you're a family. Na 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 na. We're a family. Na 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 na. Be who we wanna be. Na 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 na. We're a family. Na 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 na. Be who we wanna be.
We love you, Mirowitz. I am welcome here at Mirowitz.
All right, so that was fun, right? Did you see yourselves in there? Did you see somebody you knew? And to think that song was written by middle schoolers. Now, I want to know, when you were in middle school, did you ever describe your school as a place where you could be yourself, be who you wanted to be? No? Yeah, me neither. Those kids are going to be our leaders one day, for sure. Our future's clearly in good hands. Now, our next Fund the Need level is $2,500. We want to thank you so much, Gallup Family Foundation, Pam and Ken Lester, Jackie Levin and Michael Rubin, and Ariane May and Michael Rauschman, who already pre-bid at this level. Now, who out there is going to join our generous friends at the $2,500 level? While you're giving that some thought, our head of school is going to tell us a little bit more about how the pandemic's revealed some urgent needs that each of us can help address.
It's important that you, as our closest friends and philanthropic heroes, know about the calls that I'm receiving. Maura, Cheryl, I've been furloughed. I don't think I can make our next tuition payment. Maura, Cheryl, my company cut my salary 25%, and I'm not sure if we can keep our commitment to Mirowitz. My children will be devastated if we have to pull them from school, which is their second home. Maura, Cheryl, I need help. My wife has coronavirus and my son is really scared. Friends of Mirowitz, the need is real, and there are Mirowitz families who are reaching out for help. I would love to respond to them by saying, the community has your back. We are here for you. If you believe in the mission of Saul Mirowitz Jewish Community School and are able to give, we need you now more than ever. We need your help for tuition relief, and we need your help ensuring that the program we deliver is of the highest quality. We need technology to keep up with the abrupt changes that the quarantine has brought forth. and to ensure that if we need to rely on remote learning for periods of time in the future, we will be able to deliver on a program of excellence. We have learned during this crisis the infinite value of teacher training. We've been able to employ best practices these past 9 weeks because of our commitment to professional development, and we need that to continue. A gift toward professional development, technology, or tuition relief tonight is not just a donation, it's an investment. You are watering an orchard that will bear fruit for a very long time. I promise that we will be excellent stewards of your gift. And I promise that these students will become future leaders who will use their skills to help repair the brokenness in the world. Our students and alumni are already doing so. Thank you for being our partners in keeping our mission strong.
Wow. Do you guys see all those hearts flying everywhere? That's love. That's Mirowitz love. Thank you to every single one of you. Right now, we see your generosity helping us grow all the way toward our goal. Please keep them coming. Every gift will make an incredible impact, I can assure you. Thank you to Berger Memorial, Patty Krogan, Amy and Zach Hammerman, Randy and Dr. Myron Jacobs, Dr. Susan and Richard Koffkoff, April and Matthew Levison, and Maxine and Stephen Mirowitz for your pre-bid at the $1,000 level. Your gifts help us build momentum and inspire others to follow your lead. Now, you heard it from Cheryl already. Tuition relief, professional development, and technology upgrades, it's all needed right now. Remember, all new or increased gifts will be matched dollar for dollar by the Steinberg Family Foundation. So generous of them. That means that your new $1,000 gift becomes $2,000 automatically. You're all awesome. Please keep it coming. If you're waiting to make your gift, no worries. We get it. Think about how you want to help sustain Mirowitz during this difficult time. And now, let's take a minute to listen to my friend Nomi and her story of gratitude.
Всем привет! Hello, my name is Nomi. We want our children to be proud to be Jewish. Mano and I said that the day we got married. It's what we always wanted for them. My husband and I were born in Dagestan, a small town on the Caspian Sea that managed to survive anti-religious Soviet laws. He came to the US in 2004 and I arrived a year later. I attended community college here, got married and started a family. The most important thing for us is that our children would know where they came from, that they would feel a connection to their heritage. When our oldest son, Zachariah, was 5, we applied for him to attend Mirowitz. We brought him to be screened with a few other prospective students, and it was a disaster. He was stuck like a glue to my leg, nervous and crying. He would not do any of the activities. I thought, oh no, my dream is shattered. Zach won't be accepted. But that was before I knew Mirowitz and the values that guide the school. They know that not every 5-year-old is comfortable in a new setting. That sometimes takes time to warm up. So what did they do? They sent a teacher to my house to screen him in a place where he would comfortably show what he knows. Now that shy little boy is boisterous, outgoing 7th grader, a confident bar mitzvah boy with a huge heart. His brother Ethan, in a 4th grade, just wrote a persuasive letter encouraging his state representative to back up a bill preventing the sale of the baby pumpers. And Sister Svetlana, a kindergartner, sings songs she learned in Hebrew class so much that none of us can get those songs out of our heads. Their skillful and caring teachers have been true partners. I know that they want for our children what we want for them. I wanted to share the story about Zach because it was just the first of many times Mirowitz has gone above and beyond for my family. At different times, our kids have benefited from added attention of the learning support team. Their teachers have taken extra time to help with everything from organizational skills to making good choices. If there have been other uncertain times, then Merowitz was there for us. I know Merowitz has our back. Here we are again in uncertain times. Not just my family, lots of families. Some are furloughed, some have lost their jobs altogether, but each of them is an important part of Merowitz community. It does not surprise me at all Merowitz wants to help them weather the storm. When our lives are upside down, the one thing we can count on is Merowitz. We know our kids are safe, that they are learning, and they are loved. Thank you to every donor who cares for families that you don't even know. We believe that our children are worth the investment. Their teachers are raising them to be capable, ethical people. No one knows what will happen, but we know our kids will be okay because of you. Thank you so much. Всем спасибо.
I want to thank Nomi for sharing her very poignant and touching story with us. Now, before I introduce our final speaker for the evening, again, I just want to say thank you. You keep sending those hearts filled with love and support, and your love is needed now more than ever so that Merowitz can keep delivering excellence in Jewish education in the classroom or in the cloud. Now, thank you again to those friends who have also pre-bid already at the $500 level. If you haven't made your gift yet and you're able to, please consider joining them at the 500 level at this time. And now, please give Miss Audrey Roberts, a 7th grader here at Merowitz, your attention. She's going to share her cool story with us right now.
Hello, my name is Audrey Roberts, and I consider myself lucky to be a 7th grader at Merowitz. I know that sounds a little far-fetched. Kids my age aren't supposed to love school. We're supposed to be awkward and insecure, but that's just not the way it is, my classmates and me. There's something about Merowitz that makes it really easy to be a teenager. Our teachers really respect and care about us. They expect a lot from us academically, and they want us to stretch our minds. But being smart is not the only thing they want for us. Our teachers also want us to be ethical, to be confident, to know that we don't have to conform to meet someone else's idea of what is cool. They also want us to have our own opinions and use our own voices. They teach us the art of Socratic dialogue, so we can practice defending our own opinion and respectfully disagreeing with someone. But most of all, our teachers want to prepare us to change the world. But to do that, we must truly see the world for what it is. This year, our teachers took us to Alabama to see important sites of the civil rights movement. We went to Selma to reenact a march for voting rights, and to Birmingham to visit a church where African American girls just about my age were killed by a bomb. We also went to the National Lynching Memorial in Montgomery. The trip really changed my understanding of racism. I never thought about the fact that there are everyday things I do without worrying, like walking down a street. African Americans felt like they couldn't do this safely in the 60s, and they still don't always feel comfortable doing it today. It's better than it was, but it's still not how it should be. At Merowitz, we learn that it's our responsibility to close the gap between the way the world is and the way it should be. So when a few classmates and I learned about Dr. Venable, we felt we had to speak up. Dr. Venable was an African-American ophthalmologist who purchased a piece of property in Creve Coeur. His neighbors tried to force him to sell it, and when he did not, the city of Creve Coeur took his property through eminent domain. They didn't like the look that he gave to the neighborhood. His land became part of Burney Park, named after the mayor who led the effort to drive the Venables out. My classmates and I heard there was going to be a town hall meeting to speak about the injustice, and a few of us decided to go. Merowitz has always taught me to fearlessly speak my opinion, and now I was going to do so in a public forum. We were all a little nervous because it wasn't like your name was on a list. You had to raise your hand and ask for permission to speak in front of all of those adults. We finally mustered up the courage and told everyone that it's never too late to right a wrong. We felt the park's name should be changed to Venable Park, in his memorial. It was such a powerful moment for us. We were the only kids in the room, and 300 adults cared what we had to say. They even clapped when Rick through speaking. I don't think I would have the confidence or even the interest in doing something like that if I had not grown up at this school. I've learned at Mirowitz that social responsibility is not optional, but I've also learned that my heritage has lessons for me. Take Moses, for example. He had to be convinced to stand up to Pharaoh, and at some point, we all have to overcome our nervousness to do the right thing. But I know I will always try to be my best self, and I know my classmates will too. Thank you all for your support of this awesome school, and a big thank you to my teachers, friends, and parents who chose Mirowitz for me. I would not be who I am or where I am without all of you.
All right, I'm just going to say it right now. Audrey for president. That was simply awesome. She's just another example of the great kind of leader that grows up here at Mirowitz. Audrey, I know you definitely made your parents and grandparents proud tonight, but you also made our entire Mirowitz community proud. Donors, now you've seen just a little glimpse of the impact of your gift. Mirowitz is educating 183 kids just like Audrey and filling their childhood with meaningful, inspiring moments like those that Audrey just described. A Mirowitz childhood builds confidence, curiosity, and critical thinking. So like Audrey said, it's these students who learn to bridge the gap between the way that the world is and the way that the world should be. We want to thank everybody that's already and continue as I speak to make a gift to Mirowitz tonight. We're already now at the $250 and $100 levels. If you haven't made your personal impact already and you were motivated by Nomi or Audrey's story, now is the time. If you want to help St. Louis's only pluralistic community day school weather this storm that's going on right now, please go ahead and click that donate button. A gift at any level, in any amount, is incredibly needed and very much so appreciated. It all helps us get closer to the goal, and for that we thank you. We're coming close to our gala's conclusion, and I thought my daughter Gracie could come say goodnight, but she's got school in the cloud tomorrow, so she's already asleep. But how about if we hear from this Grace instead?
Wow, I am so impressed watching your gala. Can I go to Mirowitz? Every child deserves to go and learn under your fun and engaged and committed teachers. Congratulations. Congratulations for building new Jewish leaders. And keep going with that mensch factory.
All right, I like that. Mensch Factory. Could not agree more. That was pretty amazing to hear from two of our newest members of the Mirowitz fan club, Mr. Kevin Pollock and Miss Deborah Messing. But what's even more amazing is what our Mirowitz community, that's you, just did together. Look at this progress bar. Oh my gosh, you guys did it. Thank you so much for stepping up so generously, making Mirowitz a priority. What an awesome thing we all just did together. This feels so good. By the way, if you're just realizing that your wallet is all the way upstairs and you're all the way downstairs and you didn't want to miss a single moment of the gala, I get it. Or if you're someone who needs some processing time, want to think it over, no worries at all. You can come back to this gala in the cloud website anytime over the next few weeks and make your mark. It's just that simple. Now, we also recorded tonight's gala, so if you want to show your kids or your Aunt Barbara in Maryland, go for it. Where'd that accent come from? Spread the love. Were you especially drawn to one of our awesome videos or speakers? We'll post them on our Mirowitz Facebook page and invite you to repost until your heart's content. Now, thank you so much for participating in Mirowitz's first ever virtual gala tonight. It was truly an extraordinary night. We hope this was just the dose of community that you needed to remind you of what a special gift that we have right here in our St. Louis Jewish community. So I'd invite you to stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you once again for making our community's future leaders a priority. Good night.
God is here at Mirrorwoods. I am welcome here at Mirrorwoods. I am welcome here at Mirrorwoods. You are welcome here at Mirrorwoods. You are welcome here at Mirrorwoods. This is our day.